Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist based in Asaba, Delta State, Nigeria. And in today's video, we are going to be recreating this New Year's makeup look. This is the look you would like to try out on New Year's Day. Then please keep on watching, and while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel down below. Okay, let's get over into the video. So in this video, I'm going to be using only my favorite makeup products. Okay, favorite makeup products I have been loving this year. To begin with, I'm going to prime with my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. I'm going to be taking this much. Oh, I'm almost running out of. I love this primer a lot. Just going to be dotting it over my face and rubbing it in. This is a really mattifying primer. Okay. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I always like to double prime. So for my top primer today, I'm going to be using my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Matte Primer. I'm just going to be applying this much on my T-zone area. I mean those areas that I produce the most oil, which is just around my cheeks right here and my forehead. For our foundation today, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte foundation in the shade 113 Brown Suede. I really do love this foundation a lot. Very lightweight, medium to buildable full coverage. It looks a bit red, but I love the finished product. Like when I blend it out, it does look really beautiful on my skin tone. To blend out this foundation now, I'm going to be using my Juvia's Place foundation brush. You have to work really fast with this foundation because it dries quickly. Don't forget your neck area. So it's a new year, guys. What are your plans this year? Like, what are your resolutions? A lot of us, we are really happy for another year because 2020 was full of it, and we're really eager for the new year. So it's going to be 1st of January 2021 tomorrow, and most of us are hoping for like new beginnings and stuff. So my face does look a bit red, but we are going to highlight now and correct that. I'm going to go in now with my ColourPop No Filter concealer in dark 46, and I'm going to be using this to highlight. I like to just apply my highlighting concealers underneath my eye and on the bridge of my nose. Okay, so when I go in to blend, whatever is left on the sponge, I take either up on my forehead or down onto my chin. If that makes any sense, you'll see what I mean in a bit. So taking my Nuban Beauty sponge, I'm going to be blending out that concealer now. We are going to church later tonight for a crossover service, I think. I don't know though, might actually end up watching from the house. I'm connecting to the internet and just watching. Crossing over into 2021 in the presence of God, blessings and prophetic declarations. So now taking whatever is left, I'm blending that onto my chin, and then I'm moving over to the other side. Now I'm taking whatever is left and blending onto my forehead, so I don't apply separate products on these areas. I just use whatever is left on the sponge. And now I'm blending down the bridge of my nose. For contour, I'm going to be using my Juvia's Place shade stick in Katsina. This shade stick blends really well on the skin. I'm also going to take a little bit of this foundation and a smaller brush and use that to contour my nose. I want a snatched nose. It's New Year now. We have to look good, and this is your New Year sleigh. Going back in now with our foundation brush, we are going to blend these lines of demarcation. Just blend them so that there are no harsh lines right there. Next, taking our Beauty by AD loose setting powder in the shade Tawny, we are going to be using that to set underneath our eyes and bake as well. Normally I use a foundation powder like my House of Tara powder in number 45 to set first before I bake, but today I'm just going to set with this powder and bake with the powder as well. It's always important to set before you bake because it helps to keep the concealer in place. So now we're going to bake. Bake on our forehead, on our chin, on this side of the face. Most times I try to use the bake to snatch my nose. Just follow the sides of the contour. And while we are baking, we are going to be going over into the eyes. We are just going to brush up our brow hairs. And I like to go in with a pencil, brow pencil first to outline and get the shape of my brow before I go in with my brow gel. And the pencil I'm using is Davis pencil in 003. Then taking our Hega and Esther brow gel in Ebony. Ebony is a darker brown. Most times I actually prefer Nubia. Like Nubia is a bit softer, it's softer brown. But today I want to go in with Ebony for some reason. I just feel like going in with a darker brow. That's one brow all done and completed. And then the second brow, just draw it anyhow you can, because you're always going to knitting up with your foundation and concealer, and then you can get the exact shape. To clean up underneath our brows, I'm going to be going in with same Colourpop No Filter Concealer in number 46. And to clean up the top part of our brows, we are going to be going in with our foundation. I really do not like to clean up the top part of my brow with a light concealer, because of course, as you all saw, we went in with our foundation first before brows. But if for some reason you are doing your brows first before foundation, then you can go in with a lighter concealer over top, so that when you apply your foundation, you know, everything tends to blend in better. So I'm just taking the concealer now and cleaning up underneath this brow. The next thing we are going to do now, we are going to be setting underneath the brow bone with our Sem Beauty by AD setting powder. As most of you have known by now, I really do not like that wet under brow concealer look. Oh. Okay. Now for our eye look today, we're going to be using these two palettes from Juvia's Place, the Warrior by Juvia's Place and the Juvia's Place Nuban eyeshadow palette. I am going to be starting with this light brown shade right here as my first transition color. It's more like my skin tone color, so it's not really showing up so much, but it's just giving it a little bit of depth. Next, I'm going to be going into this brown shade right here, and I'll be applying that as my second transition color. This one is showing up a bit more. So there we have it. Taking this shadow right here from the Juvia's Place Warrior eyeshadow palette, we are going to deepen up that crease. This is a brown color, but it looks more like black, like it's really, really dark. Ooh. Let me see. It's really smoking it out well. So we're going to go back in now with that first transition color and blend out any harsh lines so that everything looks seamless. This is our New Year's look, so we have to slay. As in tomorrow, when you come out, they have to know that someone has arrived. Okay, what we are going to do now, I'm looking for my concealer brush. We're going to be taking our concealer, same Colourpop concealer, and we're going to use that to do a semi-cut crease, just to give the shadow something to adhere to. This is going to serve as our eyeshadow base. For our lid color today, we're going to be going in with this bronzy earthy shadow right here. We don't want anything too loud. We want something that screams New Year, but at the same time looks elegant. Okay, so taking my e.l.f. brush, I'm going to be going into that eyeshadow, and I'll be applying that all over the lid. Taking my Sigma E27 brush, I'm going to be going back into that crease color and using that to marry these two shadows together so that there are no harsh lines of demarcation. And I'm also going to use it to blend out the crease again. Going back in again with our first transition color. Don't ever get tired of blending, guys, because this is the key to achieving that beautiful well blended eye look. This is how we are looking like right now. So taking my smudger brush, I'm going to be going back into that same crease color and using that to smoke underneath my lower lash line. Guys, I think this look requires like a pop of color in the inner corners of the eye. So I'm just going to take a smaller brush right now and going with this champagne color right here and pop that into the inner corners of our eye just to open up the eyes a bit. As you can see, just open up the eye a bit more. Yes, and we're almost done with the eyes. What we have to do next is to line our eyes with a liquid liner, and I'll be using this Zaron liquid liner. This is a Nigerian brand and it's actually my favorite eyeliner. I want to smoke out this eye a bit more, so I will be going in with my Marbrook extremely soft eyeliner in 201 black and applying that into my waterline. As you can see, just took this look to a whole new level. Next, we're going to be going into our mascara. The mascara I have right here is the Zaron XOXO Lashed Out Mascara. I really love this mascara a lot, and the wand is so small. Can you see that? It's really small and it does pick my lashes very, very well. In fact, this is the mascara I have in my kit right now, my makeup kit. I used to love the Zaron Lengthening Mascara, and then I came across this one and I have not put this down. And the wand is really small, so it picks up the lashes very well. I'm almost tempted not to apply any falsies today, but it's New Year. We have to enter into the new year with a bang. Like, we have to start the new year with a bang. So for this our slay, because this is your tomorrow's look or your slay, so that anywhere you're going to tomorrow you can look like a slay queen, you know now. For lashes today, we're going to be using the Huda Beauty Farah number 12 full mink lashes. It looks just like this. And we're also going to be using our Huda Beauty lash glue. I always tell people that this is the best lash glue in the world, and the few people that have put onto this lash glue have come back to thank me for putting them on to the lash glue. So I'm just going to be applying the glue to the lashes. I'm going to allow it dry up a bit. I have used this eyelash multiple times and it's still going strong. Like, I just use it, remove the excess glue before the next application, and it's as good as new. While the lash glue is drying, we are just going to dust off the powder from underneath the eye. I'm using my Vicabel NK6 brush. See why it's always advisable to use powder underneath the eye, so that if their eyeshadow fall out, the powder can catch it and it's more easier to sweep off. Okay, for contour today, we're going to be using our favorite, absolute favorite, the Black Radiance contour palette, and we're going to be taking a bit of that to set our contoured areas. I like to do this before I set with my face powder for some reason, because I feel like my face powder just ties it all in and blends everything in very well. I'm also going to be using same powder to contour my nose. I'm using my Y Glam Beauty Face Expert YF60 brush. You know it's New Year's Day, so your nose has to look snatched. I think this powder is a bit too dark for my nose. I miss my Sleek contour kit in medium. That is just my absolute perfect powder, contour powder for the nose, but I don't know where I misplaced it. I'm still looking for it, and it's still almost new, so it's full, so it's really painful. Next, we're going to be going into our face powder, and this one right here is from L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder. As you can see, I have heat pan on this, and this is in the shade 800. Am I right? Yes, 800 Cocoa. I'm heat pan on this, but I still have some little bit left around. I want to finish it up first before I open a new pan. It's a very matte powder. Okay, having done that, we're going to be applying the lashes now. The lash glue is all dried up. Next thing we are going to do now will be to apply our highlighter. We're going to be going into this highlighter right here in our Black Radiance contour kit. I like to apply my highlighter before I apply the blush, because the highlighter, or the blush rather, just helps to blend in the highlighter. Whatever is left on my brush, I just hit underneath my brow bone lightly, just for some of that shimmer, and then I take on my finger and run down the bridge of my nose. Can you see this glow, guys? Can you see it? Black Radiance did that. Next, we're going to be taking our blush, and this is my absolute favorite blush, the classic blush in number 4. It's a pink blush. We're going to be applying that on the apples of our cheek. Just smile and tap. Ooh, this is a bit much, but we are going to blend it all in now. As usual, going back in with our powder brush, we're going to, without any additional product, we're just going to use that to blend in everything, so that it doesn't apply stark or too overpowering. That is just my personal preference. Having done that, we're going to be applying our setting spray, which is the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. All right, next I'm just going to be wiping my lip with a baby wipe, and then I'll be applying my NYX lip liner in deep purple. This is one of my favorite lip liners. Shows up well on dark skin, and I love this lip liner on for this when I want to go for a pink lip. When lining your lip, don't just draw one line and leave it. Try to fill it in halfway in. Okay, especially if you're going for a liquid lipstick. So we're using the Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in Trophy Wife. It's a pink lipstick and I love it a lot. And there you have it, guys, the finished look. This is our New Year's look. I'm going to recreate this look myself tomorrow, and I really love the way it turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I wish everyone a happy new year. 2020 has been full of it, and going into 2021 now, we are just hopeful that things are going to change. I just want everyone to go into 2021 with a positive mindset that everything is going to be better. Thank you so much for sticking by me throughout this year. It's been a very, very interesting year, and I'm grateful for where we are at this moment. We're at over 100 subscribers, which I am quite grateful for. I'm grateful for you guys who always come back time and time again to watch, and I wish you all a very, very happy new year. Till I come your way next week, remain blessed and keep a positive mindset. Bye, guys.